Everybody coming on in. So happy that I am doing the Makeup Lounge live tonight. I didn't think I was going to, but I had to make the decision to go ahead and do it. Life has been lifing, but we are getting it together. But yeah, I was supposed to be on here at 8, but it's definitely giving 8:30. I told Noe that I was going to be here by 8:15. That never happened. That literally did not happen. We're on Jamaican time right now, so Jamaican borrowed time. So yes, as you guys come in, please let me know how you are doing while I sip my coffee. And yeah, hopefully it's great things. Hopefully it's positive things. So yeah, it looks like my camera or streaming is lagging. Hey Peach. Peach, don't worry about trying to link anything tonight. To be honest with you, my mind wasn't even on linking anything, so I'll just put it towards the end. But the only thing I would say, if you want to grab, for sure, I know I'm going to be touching base with the liquid blurring balm mattifying setting spray. So yeah, let me know if it's lagging on your end, because I can see me lagging. So let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if it's lagging or you can't hear me or whatever the case may be. Let me know. Make sure my volume is off. Can you hear me? It's kind of laggy. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Because it was like, but can you hear me? Is my voice lagging too, or is it just the stream, like the what you're looking at? Come on, non-existent. Okay, you can hear me. Okay. Um, is it lagging a lot or is it just going in and out? Because if it's not really lagging too much, then I'll keep it. If not, then I'll just restart. Let me know. Hey Noe. Yeah, what just happened? Why did it? Hold on one second. Let me stop recording and see if that. What? Hold on. Hmm. Okay. Let me see. I'm just checking the camera to see if it's still. Yeah, it's lagging bad. What? Hey Noe, sorry, just trying to figure out why my camera is lagging. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna turn off the camera and turn it back on, and then yeah, we'll see. If anything, we'll probably start another one over. Oh, please. Let's see if it's lagging now. Oh my gosh. Let me know. I'm gonna move around to see if it's gonna lag again. Look like it's not, because I closed my tabs on my phone, so maybe let's hope for the best. Let me know if it's still lagging on your end. I don't see it lagging right now, but yeah, let me know. Okay, I've been moving around, so have you guys seen it lag since I turned it off and turned it back on? I haven't seen a lag yet, so yeah. Okay, it's better. You think it's better? Okay, good. Okay, well, keep me posted because I can't stare at the computer the entire time. So, um, just keep me posted, you guys, and then if anything, I'll do that again if it's uh, you know, acting crazy. Alrighty, so if you are new here, welcome. My name is Brittany. I am your makeup artist, esthetician, cosmetologist, all things beauty, beauty educator. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to have fun. This is the Makeup Lounge Live. We joke around, we have fun, and we keep it real. And while you guys learn about beauty related things, especially makeup. So I'm here for you. And tonight we're going to of course, I'm going to do the typical makeup that I see the lag again. I just saw a lag, but I'm going to keep going. If it gets bad, then I'll do the same thing I just did. Tonight we're going to go over the typical routine that I do on my face, obviously, but we're going to do something a little bit different tonight. We're going to do a target area using, I'm setting it with the Liquid Blurring Balm Mattifying Setting Spray by Denisa Myers Beauty. And this is it right here. I am testing it out this way tonight because I have to teach on this the following weekend. So I am so excited. I want to test target areas more. I did all over. I've been testing all over for the most part and haven't really targeted a lot of areas during the layering of makeup. So I'm excited to do that and show you guys how I'm going to do it. So that's mainly the main focus for tonight. And and of course we'll do like a cute look. You'll be taking notes, period. Okay, so yeah, you guys, I have my notes for the show. So I'm excited. I have to do more notes because of course I don't know the price of this off the top of my head. But yeah, but anyway, so I'm really excited to bring this out to teach this, and I've been researching. I've been looking up like vlogs from different people to see like what the actual demo stage looks like, and so it's a walk up demo teaching, kind of sort of like what Tanissa Myers would do when she visits Sephora and she does like this public masterclass for people. If you go to Sephora, she used to do it in the past a couple years ago, and I went to the one in Miami. And It's a lot of fun. And so if it's anything like that, it's very similar to that. So yeah, I have an hour and I don't know if I'll get a mic. I doubt it because I'm not on the main stage. So which is fine. My voice projects. So yeah, I'm excited, you guys. I've been trying to be like overly prepared. So I make sure I have answers to every question that people ask. So yeah. But anywho, so we're gonna get started. As you know, I always shower before I hop on a live. If you hear my daughter, please ignore her. She's not feeling well. But yeah, I shower, so you already know my skin is clean and moisturized by my products. Now, okay, so if you don't know, I do have my own skincare line. It is called Produit Natal, and it is a natural skincare line. And this is what I cleanse my face with. This is the Let Natal cleansing milk. As you can see, it is settled on the bottom, right? That separation. So you, with every product that we have, except for the Shea Souffle, you do have to shake it up. Shake it up, and it's nice and creamy, as you can see here. Very creamy, very loving to your skin, and it's super moisturizing, especially if you battle with severe dry skin. It's gonna be your best friend. I have combination skin, and my skin loves this down, as you can see. As you can see, but don't check for me like next week because I've been eating like I just had a cake today, a slice of cake, and last week I had donuts. Yeah, so don't come for me next week, but this week so far, for now, it's been going good. So yeah, this is very, very concentrated. A little bit does go a long way and lasts you quite a bit. Like even this 4 ounce is a good size. I wouldn't even call this a travel size because this lasts you for one person a long time. Okay. Then I follow up with the Lona Thou Moisture Mist. And this also settles too at the top this time. And so you do have to shake it up every time before you use it. And it is a hydrating mist. So it hydrates, it refreshes the face, it refreshes the hair. If you decide to put it in your hair, it helps to detangle your hair. You can put it on your body, etc. This helps if your makeup looks powdery and you want it to look refreshed and look more skin-like and less powdery. This is your best friend, okay? And then to seal it all together, Shea Souffle is your baby. Shea Souffle, okay? Nice and creamy. Love that. Ditch the lotion. You should not be putting lotion on your face. Okay, ditch the lotion. Get you a body butter that you can use from head to toe. Okay, your body will thank you. You wouldn't have to re up and use it all day, every day. You won't be ashy throughout the day. Listen, this is definitely for you, especially if you do your own nails or if you get your nails done and you need something on your cuticles. Baby, listen, to keep your cuticles and your nails intact, get you Shea Souffle besides the cuticle oil. Get you Shea Souffle to help keep the hands moisturized and everything. Yes. Now we got that out of the way. Please let me know if I'm lagging too much because it's starting to piss me off. So let me know if I'm lagging too much and I'll turn it off and turn it back on again for you before we get started. Okay, so as far as the actual look, I'm not too sure what we're actually going to be doing tonight. So with eyes, um, possibly the lips, you guys tell me what you want to see. You want to see color, you want to see sultry with color, or you just want to see something neutral? What are you into seeing on me tonight? I haven't asked that in a while. So let me know. Let me know while I gather the face together. while I get out of place. And thank you, Peach. I appreciate you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The channel go as far as I will let it, and you sharing it. So please like, share, and subscribe. It does wonders. So before we get started, I'm going to put on the Moisture Repair Balm Serum from Denisomyrix. This big baby right here. Okay, a little bit does go a long way. As you can see here, it's very moisturizing and very luscious. So, but you really have to work it before putting it on your face because it feels kind of dry to the touch a little bit, and then you have to like let your fingers warm it up. So I had to understand that because I was like, did I get a dud? What is going on? So yeah, let me zoom in to my face. There we go. All right, so I'm putting in the areas that needs it most. I don't need a whole lot because my skin is already moisturized. So I'm just targeting those areas like underneath my eyes to plump my eyes, keep it nice and moisturized. Forehead, I don't need too much on my forehead actually. And my nose area. And this definitely helps to moisturize your skin, especially like I said, if you battle with dry skin, severe dry skin, this is also going to be your best friend. It's a good prep for your lips, besides drinking water, but it's a good it's a good prep for your lips as well. So that's the Moisture Repair Balm Serum. And then I'm going to use the Juice Boost and Fresh Press Glow Serum from Denisomyrix. You know me, I love to mix and mingle. You guys, I have a, oh my goodness, I cannot wait. The model is really excited. I'm excited that the model is excited. I need to ask her if she's ever used Denisomyrix um products before. And also I need to ask her about her skin. Her skin looks like it could be combination. But just to get it out the way, because like I said, I only have an hour, and um, yeah, it's better to just understand what her skin is now and not wait. So I'm putting the glow serum all over. It also has skin benefits as well, but it gives a natural glow to the face. The Britney standard for the skin tonight. Yes. So what I'm gonna be, since we're talking about the makeup show, what I'm gonna be tackling, I'll give you like bits and pieces of what I'm gonna do. Um, so I'm going to be teaching because the topic that I'm gonna be covering is getting like is ultimate smooth skin, right? And so I am going to be, you know, talking about the skin from like the beginning all the way through. Y'all, I'm lagging a lot. I don't know if you can see that. Unless you guys seeing something different. Let me know before I keep pushing what you guys are seeing. So I'm going to be focusing on skin from all the way through, and I want to walk people through skin as I'm doing it. So what I mean by that is for the skin, my skin is going to be completely different from someone else's, right? So the way that I do skin on myself is not necessarily what I would do on somebody else. It just depends on what they need, what their skin is needing, what they're okay, Peach. I'll after whatever I'm saying, it's good again. Okay. So What I love to do is called skin mapping. I do skin mapping for myself, but I don't necessarily tell you that I'm skin mapping because you wouldn't really know what that means. The skin mapping is basically designing a designing the skincare and what the skincare products you're going to use on that person's face. So, like, let's say the perimeter of the face, it gets very dry, so you're going to use something that's going to be more moisturizing and hydrating. And then in the center of the face is very oily, right? So you might use something that still has skin benefits, but it's not going to be as moisturizing as far as like the way that it feels. It's gonna be more on the mattifying side, like a natural matte. So that's an example of skin mapping. So you're not gonna use like the moisturizing product or the oil or whatever all over the face because your skin is doing something different on different areas of the face. So that's skin mapping. So and that's okay to do that. There's nothing wrong with blending products together on the face. It's just whatever your skin is needing in a certain area. The more balanced the skin is, the better the outcome and the longevity of the makeup will be. If that makes any sense. So that's really important. So this is why I care so much about skin. Hey, son. All right, so we're moving on to the Vision Cream cover. This is the OG. This is TPO2. And then, of course, I'm going to use WO7 to mix and mingle to tackle any problematic areas. I don't have too many. My skin has been doing pretty good. Like the scars are going away pretty quickly. So I may just do underneath the eyes and maybe there and there and everywhere else is like not as dark, so I'm gonna just skip that part. Okay, so yeah, I'm also gonna talk about correcting. So if the person, if yourself doesn't need to be corrected, if you don't see color to correct, don't correct. It's that simple. You just move on to um, the complexion itself. If that makes any sense, right? You don't want to do extra steps that you don't need. You're just putting on a bunch of product. Why? Ooh, the cap had dropped. So, so yeah, that's really important. So just keep that in mind. If there's nothing to correct, is why I checked my face last week or the week before. I had more scarring. My scars were a little bit darker. It was darker here. I had a scar here that was darker. You see how light it is now? I don't really need to cover that. This one is still trying. It's not as dark, but it's dark enough that it will show through the makeup. This one here because this is a big contrast against this light skin tone in the center. And then this one as well. Everywhere else is fine. So yeah, little mix and mingle to create the orange. Hopefully you guys can see. I know it's been lagging, but hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm only attacking the darkness underneath my eyes. Not too dark, just a tad. So I'm, making sure I'm not putting too much product down, or too much color down, I should say. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome. If you have any questions about the makeup show or anything of that nature, please don't be afraid to ask. I am an open book. I know the answer, I will give it to you. And then just a little bit over here. Not too much, just to cancel some of that out. I did shave, but there's always like a cast, like a slight dark cast. So Muting that out, son. Okay. Hey, Alicia. Taking a clean blending brush and just blending the edges. Okay. Okay. So just to be clear, because I know I've been talking about like everyday makeup and as far as like your work uniform makeup. Brittany, do you do this? No, I don't. Baby, listen. The work makeup that I put on my face, I literally slap on the product and go. Okay? I don't do no correcting. No. This is why I try to have my skin up to par as best as I can. Because and I'm not, first of all, because I want my skin to look good without makeup, but also, so I am, if I'm going out the door and I want to have something on my face, I want to look polished or whatever. I don't want to sit here and spend the time correcting and try to, do all of that when I'm trying to get up and put on makeup and get out the door kind of thing, right? Yeah. Hey, mommy, you love my earrings? I got it from Shein, girl. This is like twisted. This is what it looks like. Why are you twisted? I got them from Shein. It look like it doesn't go together, but that's what I love about it. I love the uniqueness of that. So yeah, I don't do none of that. I literally put on the blurring balm powder, the color version, and I slap it on my face. Kid you not. That's all I do. And it looks cute. And then I spray my face. And that's all she wants. You're not gonna be doing all of this stuff. No. Especially like I'm like Noe. In the morning, I'm trying to get up out the door. Literally. And coming from me not putting makeup on the regular, um, for work, I used to not wear makeup at work at all. Like what? What are we doing? I used to not do that. So to just sit there and put on put on makeup, just to take my time to put on makeup in the morning is not likely. So I need something quick, especially as a mother. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, honey. I don't want to spend all day trying to you know, master my makeup. Absolutely not. I don't have that kind of time. I have about 8 to 10 minutes to do my makeup in the morning. So if you're anything like me, if you're in a rush without any kids or you're in a rush with kids, I understand. And I have something for you that I'm creating um, that is going to be self-paced. He says, do you know if there will be a bundle based around your class yet available online? I know we've talked about this before. Online. So have you been to the makeup show? Let me ask that first. Have you been to the makeup show? Because they sell the tickets, right? And then you pay for the products. Um, you pay for products at the makeup show, right? But I don't know. I've never heard of them bundling products from a class. I've never heard of that. Like I said, this could be new for the makeup show, but I've never heard. But I have a call with Pepper tomorrow, and I'll ask her if they're doing anything along those lines. She would have told me, um, but yeah, or she will tell me like any changes. What I'm doing is I'm using the Nesmarks brush. This is a Yummy Face 1.0 brush. I'm using the spray this time to put the foundation on my face. We'll roll with that. If that's too light, I'll make it darker. So you have to shake it first. And if you ever use like a spray to put on your foundation, this is pretty much what I'm doing. But I wanted to test it out because it's a different type of setting spray that's not really on the market. So I'm spraying my brush and I'm dipping it into the foundation and I'm putting it directly on my face. So this is like a target area that I was talking about, using it for targets instead of just spraying it all over. I've been to one in LA and I know some brands get the opportunities to get stuff online based around some of the classes. Uh, I never heard of that. But I mean, like I said, not that I sit there and go looking around and stuff like that online. I don't know why I didn't do that, but um, maybe I'll ask. I'll ask Pepper and she'll tell me like no or yes. Or they will have to come to the booth or whatever the case may be. So as you can see, I'm feathering the foundation on. I'm not really putting a whole lot in, but I'm just feathering the foundation. I'm tapping where I need to tap, where I feel like it needs to be tapped more so than, pat more so than swipe. If that makes any sense. I know the one in Texas may function a bit differently because it's not as big. See, I've never been to the one in Texas, but I've been to the one in Florida. So that's the only one I've been to. I don't know if they do differently in every state. I'm not too sure, but I know that of course, like they have classes in every state, like that's the norm for the makeup show, but as far as I honestly think it depends on the brand what they want to do at the moment. So if you know Danessa, she might change her mind at the drop of the hat. Like, hey, I want you to promote the bundle or whatever the case. It might be she might tell me to do that or whatever, or she might do that herself when she does her stage class, her stage master class. So we'll see. You never know. But I'll keep you posted if they tell me tomorrow. But yeah, y'all, this lagging is pissing me off. So we're gonna keep it moving. So this is how the face looks with the Target spray. I'm gonna spray it one more time. I just did one spray this time. Did I even did I spray the brush? What's happening? Oh, I surely did not spray the brush. Terrible. I'm like, I don't feel a thing. Okay, here we go. Now I can feel it. Okay. Okay, cute. You guys, I think I have to close the camera, but hold on 1 second. The one in Texas is the third biggest. Los Angeles has the largest one, and Florida is either the second or fourth biggest to my knowledge. I think you're right because it is in Orlando, not Miami. It's always been in Orlando. So yeah. But hold on you guys, because the lagging is really going crazy. So let me shut off the camera. So hang tight. I'm not gonna shut the stream off. I'm gonna try what I did before again because it was working great and then it just started lagging out of nowhere. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. So I don't see lagging now, but here we are. All right, so we have the liquid blurring balm mattifying setting spray on. This is the target area that I was telling you guys about. So I want to do the foundation like that. And then when we get into the highlighted areas, we're going to do it again. So I'm using the Vision Cream cover and I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do with the face for her because my model, she doesn't really have skin imperfections that I've seen. So I'm really excited because I didn't know if she did or didn't. But I'm excited because it's gonna make me move a little faster. You feel me? I won't have to spread. I don't have to stay too long on the face. I can move as fast as I want to move. So I'm excited about that. Also, what was I gonna say? She is like an olive neutral undertone, which I am stoked. Love me a cute olive undertone. Listen. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. No, mommy, it's not you. I don't know what's happening. I never did this before, so I'm just trying not to think negative about it and just kind of like rolling with it. Like, okay, you want to mess up? That's fine. That's okay. So, so yeah, I'm really excited about that. And yeah, like I said, I don't see any skin imperfections from the pictures I've seen. I haven't. So I'm excited. I meant to say something else. Oh, the foundation that I want to use is probably, I want to show how to blend, if that makes any sense. Like how to customize. Oh, okay. I don't know what kind of time I'm going to have like that. Well, I do know the time, but hopefully it's not going to take me long to do that. But basically, I'm either going to customize it by using two different types of products from Dennis Amari's. For example, I'm thinking about using the Vision Cream Cover, the OG, and then I'm thinking about using uh, the serum foundation that she has from the Yummy line, the serum foundation, just to keep it more skin-like. Not saying that the Vision Cream Cover is what I always use, as you can see, it's on my face right now, and depending on how you use it, it can be skin-like. But I wanted to show them that you can still get full coverage using a little bit of the Vision Cream cover with the serum foundation. So I'm either going to do it like that for the foundation, or I'm going to use Vision Cream cover as my highlight, as my concealer, along with the Lift and Flex concealer that they have. Now, I haven't played with either serum foundation or the Lift and Flex concealer. Not that I really need to, um, but yeah, I don't know what I want to do yet. So I think what I'm gonna do is the mix the two foundations together. Because either way, I'm gonna have those products anyway to play with. So I'm excited. Yeah, that is the goal. I'm just mapping out, looking crazy right now. The highlight areas, checking my time. I want to be done at least by 10 o'clock. So yeah, you guys, let me know if you have any other questions. I'm gonna tell them about the oval, little oval trick or whatever, which I'm excited about that because I don't want people struggling anymore trying to figure out how to map their, like how to, where to place the highlight and the contour and all that stuff. Like, baby, if you just do an oval, do an oval for the girls real quick, do a little oval situation, and it will bless your soul. I promise. Anyone could do an oval and you'll get it right every single time. Every single time will never fail you. It will never fail you. A cute little oval. When you get to the forehead, though, when you're doing the oval, it's a little different. So I'll explain in a second. So my head is flat. If you guys don't notice that, my forehead is flat. But when you turn off to the side, you see how where the peak of my forehead kind of sticks out a little bit? The peak before it kind of goes back into my hairline. That would be like your highest point of where you're going to stop the oval. Does that make sense? And then your next point of reference would be the arch of your brow. It doesn't have to be a high arch. It's just wherever the brow kind of like goes up. That's your point of reference. That's your next point. The other point, of course, is the other owl brow eye owl eyebrow arch. And then of course you're just gonna cover the center. Okay. That is to complete the forehead reference. And of course, the other reference is it's an open oval. If you look closely, if I were to connect all of this, it would be an oval. So open oval, you're following that line, right? That invisible oval line. That's what you're doing. That is what you're doing. The only difference for me is that I don't want a super bright highlighted chin. That's so ghetto. And it's not realistic, right? So I try to not put too much down here, but basically, yeah, that's where you want to complete the oval. You do that on any face, you know what you're doing. You do that on any face, baby. You know what you're doing. I promise. Okay, so this was just the application. Now I'm going to blend out, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to spray her. Kat said, "How are you feeling pre-show? Where there's so much going on, I couldn't really feel anything because as soon as I took that video out, um, my cousin was in the hospital. Okay, so I couldn't even think about anything about the makeup show at that point. I was just trying to figure out like my cousin was here, now he's not here. Like that's just crazy to me. Still really it hit me, but really hasn't hit me yet. I know it's going to be hitting as soon as I get to New York next week. So, yeah. So, anyway, so I sprayed the brush and now I'm using that as the target in the target areas underneath my eye. So I'm going to come a little closer so you guys can see. So, I am doing the outer edges first, right? Here, I'm going to just do the whole shit because I'm not going to be playing with this highlight. Cute. Okay, I'm going to spray again. So, yeah, the outer edges first. Eye edges first. Tackle that first. And up here on the forehead, I move side to side, and then when I get in the center, I move up and down. So it doesn't leave this oval half moon shape on my forehead. That is not cute. It's not what your forehead naturally does. So I'm not gonna do that. And you like it, boo boo? You like it, son? Okay, so side to side, right? And then now I'm going up and down. This is what I mean by that. Like I'm going where the edges were of that highlight on my forehead and I'm stroking it up and down. Don't be nasty, Peach. I already know your brain. Stroking is still a word. I thought I had to put a disclaimer because I already know. Okay, so I am going underneath my eye area now. I'm taking my time because I want to move the product, but not so much, right? So I'm tackling that right underneath my eye. And then, of course, for the blur to take place, it takes about 2 to 3 minutes so you can see the blur actually happening. Spray one more time for that one. Baby, listen, this target area. Ooh, let me tell you, okay? Listen. Listen. Like, mm-mm. Do you see this? It's so pretty. It's so, yeah. I will be using this in between on my clients. Like, stop, stop playing. I'm not gonna do that for the. I'm not gonna target for the bomb contour because it's mainly on the outer edges, and my face is already blurred right now. So mm, I don't want to waste the spray that way. Stunning. Thank you, Peach. So as you know, I'm going to use the bomb contour. They said that they will have the whole kit, baby. I will be dibble dabbing and listen, y'all. Bomb contour. Listen, I'm coming for you. So deep one. I'm gonna use deep one. And as you know, I'm gonna also teach them about layering, but more so stacking. And the way that I do it to create ultimate dimension. Mm, that's all about skin, y'all. Ultimate dimension. So we're gonna keep that right where you normally would put the blush. So this is the one that you want to really hug your cheek with, etc. This is like your bronzing tones. Yes, this is what you want right here. Y'all, you can tell me that I had like skin scarring on my face. Where? Where? This is so pretty. Okay. Okay, so yeah. So deep one, use it like a almost like a blush. Use it almost like a blush. Are you going to make up gel if you use it as a blush? No. You can literally stack the blush right on top of it, and it's just going to amplify and elevate that area, like, or not. You don't even have to use blush. You can just use bronzer as your blush and call it a day. I've done it plenty of times. 'Cause I was never really a blush girly like that until not too long ago. So I would always use bronzer as my blush-ish of choice. So yeah, I'm going to caress this chin because for me it's still a little too light, but that's okay. So deep one, going over again. Give me some something. Down the bridge of my nose. You have to use a cream on your nose? No, but I mean, why not? If I would use a cream on my nose to contour, I would use the Balm Contour. Because, like I said, it's like a watercolor distribution and it's not heavy. I wouldn't use Vision Cream Cover because it's very highly concentrated and it's a lot of pigment coming out at once. Although I can control it, it's just I don't want to be doing all of that. I would rather mix it to use for concealer, foundation, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But and it's just the Balm Contour is just easier to blend out, as you can see, right? It's very easy to blend out. I'm going to flip the brush and I'm going to softly blend that out. Take my time. Cute. All right. Moving on to that's D3. Moving on to D2. Right here. You guys already know D2 is going to go right underneath deep one, right? But I'm going to overlap it a tiny bit. Because I do that because I don't want a demarcation line. So do that right here. The lagging, the lagging. You see now it's starting to really chisel and give me the contrast and the dimension I'm looking for. Yeah. And then deep two, I'm not coming all the way down and caressing my cheek. I left that for deep one's job to do. When you're creating dimension, you have to let the product shine on its own. In a sense, does that make sense? Because then all you're initially doing is covering up what you just laid down, and you don't want to do that. You want to be able to show the dimension underneath, right? So you can still see deep one, and then now you see deep two right over here. So you want to be able to see every part of the dimension that you're putting down. Because with a pigmented product, you layer on top of it and cover it completely, you can't see it anymore. So you're like, then what was the purpose? What was the purpose? So I'm using deep three. Deep three is a true contour color for me. So I'm using deep three to give me shadow. So deep one, I use it to caress my cheek, to bronze and give me that skin tone um, sun kissed look. And then deep two was to amplify deep one and start to chisel my face. And then deep three is creating the ultimate dimension and giving me shadow. I'm not using it like a bronzer, right? I'm using it more so like a traditional contour. So, contour product. So I'm keeping it within that shadow that you see right there, right there. Not the mush, okay? So it's giving me that nice dimension. I don't look dirty, like dirt's on my face. You don't want that to happen. Hopefully, are you getting what I'm? Are you getting what I'm putting down? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Is that the same? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Now you can choose if you want to chase this all the way over on your forehead or not. That is like a personal preference. But if I do that, it's literally right at the hairline, right off the hairline. As you can see, the oval is still there. I didn't cut into the oval. The oval tells me where I'm going to map the bronzer, the contour colors, right? It tells me how I'm going to map around it. You getting it? Period, Peach. So the oval is there to help you for the highlight, but it's also there to help you map out your bronzer and your contour colors. So nothing on the brush we've been using, and we're going to blend this out. Now, the day of the show, of course, I'm going to be using her and my Kitco collab brushes. There's a smaller version to the Yummy 1.0, Yummy Face 1.0 brush that I will use to, for the highlighted areas. So just to verify. So I will be using her brushes, which I'm excited. Listen, I'm gonna ask. I think I said this the last slide, but I'm definitely going to ask because I know my mom. I'm pretty sure I'm trying to figure out why she didn't tell me this today, but I'm going to ask if I can basically help with the booth if they need more people or whatever the case may be. Because why not? Why not? Unless they have a lot of people at the booth, I get it. If you don't need anybody else, but baby, if I can go in and help, I've worked retail before, so listen. Okay, so I'm just going up into the eye area and just putting down like a tiny bit of product just to the complete, the complete all the way up into the eyelash. Not a lot of product because it's your under eye area and you don't want to set creases or and I'm just checking my skin. As you guys know, I wear glasses, so I can't see. So if you see something off or whatever, please let me know. I mean, I can see, but it's just blurry. So yeah, that's good to me. I'm just double checking. What I love about the setting spray is that you can still do what you want to do while you are going through the makeup layers. So I'm spraying one spray underneath just to, because I put some more product down, I'm just gonna press the brush into the under eye area with the spray, with the Target spray again. Beat down, period. Thank you, Noe. Noe said I'm looking flawless. Peach says Brit is beat down, period. Hello. Hello. Hi, hello. I'm just going in and making sure everything is blended. There's no like super harsh demarcation lines, all the things, all the feels, right? Okay. Moving on. I am going to now here's the thing. So if your skin is like super dry, you don't have to set it, right? You can just set it with the liquid blurring balm setting spray because it's like a powder in a liquid form. If that makes any sense. So you can treat it like powder, like how you would do powder. But if you want reinforcement, you can literally lightly powder, which I'm gonna do now. I'm not gonna really powder hard. I'm just gonna lightly powder and um and yeah. lightly powder and do the trick. Dang, I just realized I didn't use the original blurring bond powder, which is fine. It's cool. I ain't going nowhere. But yeah, so you can lightly powder and that will do the trick as well. So I'm setting my brush up per usual. I'm using the Evolution powder by Denissa Myrick, and I shall be using it at the makeup show. I think what I'm gonna do differently is show one side with the brush. If I got the time, show one side with the brush, show the other side with the puff, and just so that they can have the option of what it would look like for both to be used. So, because I know people are going to ask me, well, I do mine with the puff. So how would that look like? And da 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 da. So, press and roll time. You're not going to be teaching that. Pressing and rolling one at a time. Blending everything back together. Pressing and rolling. And this is what I mean by lightly. I usually go in the second time to make sure everything is like sealed and secured. But I'm not going to because I'm gonna finish off my face at the end and spray it again. So I don't want it to be overly powdery and then I'm a little too dry. So I don't want that to happen either. Peach says looking evolved with this powder. Hopefully that's the word evolved because it's blurry. So hopefully I'm explaining it properly for you guys. I am using you guys as practice. So pressing and rolling, and then I am also, I mean, not pressing and rolling, I'm pushing in the product and pressing and rolling the brush. My skin is pretty blurred without the blurring balm powder. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why mommy said pun intended. That's funny. Okay, I get you. All right, Peach. Trying to play on your words. Okay. Little rapper. Okay, so I'm pressing and rolling again. I'm pushing in the product on my forehead, relaxing my forehead, and then pushing in. I don't know why I keep using a small brush on my forehead, but we're gonna roll with it. Pushing that on my forehead. And on my brows too, because we don't like a what? Wet brow. Yes, can't stand it. Can't stand it. Hate a wet brow. Chase us. Get the nose. Oh, I'm also going to show them how your brush should look or your powder puff should look when you are putting the powder on your skin. It should be evenly covered because you're not getting nothing if it's not evenly covered. It's just not no coverage at all. So putting it on my nose. Also the which I didn't do here because I didn't feel like taking it out. I'm gonna use the Color Fix Nudes, the mattes, and I'm going to um put it for her smile lines. So excited to show that. Cause what? What? Okay. Stop it. I can't. So it's gonna be something I'm gonna teach is something that they've already been doing, just elevating that. So it's not something that they're entirely learning all together, but they are, or probably they would be, who knows? I don't know where everybody's strength is, but it's definitely skin elevation. How to elevate the skin. I'm so excited. Listen, God knew because skin as a topic. Okay, God, you being petty because you know that is my thing all the way, all the way. All right, so we are not going to powder down with MAC. We're gonna keep this. So what I am going to do is something. I am going to use the bronzers to bronze my face. So I'm using. What am I using? Covered with cream bronzer to bronze my face. P says, shaking my head. Britt, you got to teach it to the newborn so you know they don't know it for many reasons. This is a joke. No, I'm going to teach like I normally would, like you guys always see me do. Um, but I don't want them. I guess what I'm trying to say is like they're not learning something that they never heard before. You know what I'm saying? These steps, like I'm showing them for skin, is something that they've heard before. I think they what they wouldn't know is like skin mapping, right? Like that's a thing. Skin mapping and the oval, using color fix for the frown lines. What else? Press and roll. If you've been following Mommy Magic, she does it all the time. That's who I got it from. And I teach, because you guys already know, I teach mainly about the why you do certain things. You know what I'm saying? You know, dimension layering is what I'll teach as well. I'm using Film Noir by MAC to contour. Um, yeah, dimensional layering in everything that you do with skin. If that makes any sense, because I did dimension with the highlight, with the overall foundation, contour. I'm about to do it with blush. So everything, it helps create ultimate looking skin within makeup. Does that make sense? So it doesn't look like I just put it on. It looks like skin, but it's elevated, you know? So it'll be like a few things. But like I said, I don't know where everybody is as far as what they know. Because now the makeup show, everybody and their mama be going to the makeup show. So everybody, what I mean by that, everybody that's not I see content creators, beauty creators go now. When it wasn't really like that in the beginning, it was more catered to pros. Now everybody going. So, which is great. I'd love to see it. But yeah, I'm using CoverGirl Clean Bronzer. I had to think about it to chisel my nose, and it's also to set what I put down the bottom contour. So it's kind of similar to that tone. A line of demarcations. Demarcation lines on go. The brush to blend the nose out. Let's see. You'll find your balance with your audience. Come on, mommy. Alicia says, I'm learning. That's good to hear. I'm glad you are. You have a light hand. Oh, thank you, girl. I believe in light hand still gives a big impact. It just depends. What gives a big impact is the products that you're using, the tools that you're using, and also the color and how you're laying the color. That gives the bigger impact instead of the amount of product. Does that make sense? Mommy said just stay focused and intentional, have fun. Son says I love to go to the makeup show. Oh, if it comes in LA, please go. I have to look online if it does. I agree, have fun because you can get a lot of the pro products for a discounted price. I remember back in the day, the discounts were big. Okay, so I don't know if they're bringing back big discounts like it was back in the day, but mommy can attest to it because mommy, we went together, so and we were shopping. Like we got a lot of stuff. So, so if it's anything like back in the day, as far as like discount wise, yes, I would highly suggest you go and grab what you need. Like this is a time that makeup artists would typically stock up on like key pro brands and items. So yeah. Yes, I'm in there to have a good time, honey. Peach says a wider audience has been exposed to pro work and methods though, so I see why more people want to go. Yes, I agree. I agree. Peach says, son, goes to the one in LA is backed by Sephora and absolutely massive. Backed by Sephora's? Hold on, did not know that. Okay, so y'all, what are we doing on the ice? Help me. I don't know. Um, just for frame of reference, I have quite a bit of colors from Color Fix. Color Fix and what's what I have in here? Color Fix, Chrome Flakes, different types of Color Fix finishes. I also have Vision Flashes. What are we doing? And then I have, of course, her palettes, the Transcendence palette, Iron palette. I used her down, obviously, and the Lightwork Iron palette. What else do I have? These are the ones I typically use if I want color, like in your face color. So yeah, tell me y'all. Son says I want to go. I'll look and see if they're doing one. He says, yes, it's usually late July, early August when it happens. Oh, wow, it's pretty late. Okay. He says, I've been wanting to go to next year's. Okay. Son says, it's not happening. NYCMA is the only other one. Dang. Did they stop the one in Orlando? Because I used to go to the one in Orlando when I was living in Miami. And I was still living in Miami. So, okay, so let's see. What do I have in here? Pretty, but I don't feel like doing gold, to be honest with you. I feel like I did like this orangey gold family the last time. I don't want to do that again. Peter Fender. Let's see. That's what I have. Please don't be dry. I'll be pissed. No, you're not dry. Perfect. Y'all look at this. Look how pretty this is. This is, what color are you? This is Pride. Use green around your lashes to bring out your eyes. You know, anything brings out my eyes because my eyes are brown. But, okay, cute. This is Crazy for You. This is Twin Flames. How she looks. Let me swatch it for you. This on green though? Since you're saying green, this on green would be cute. You want to do that? I can do that. That's with, what is this? Evergreen? That in evergreen or like a matte green? I wish I had a matte green. Or do I? Maybe I do. Secret Garden. Are you what? Ooh, I do have a matte green. Mm-hmm. Orlando still happens. They just call it something else now because Ulta is the only backer of the Florida show now. I think they call it Ulta Fest or something like that now. But it's still the makeup show. Ulta Fest. Now Ulta. Ulta. Hello. Okay, so this is Secret Garden. That's pretty. Let me put it closer. This on the lid with this behind it as a background. Mm. What are we doing, guys? Matte warm green. Okay, let me see. I have a shadow that's like that. Where are thou? Okay, here we go. So I have this is more neutral though, but this green right here. Oh yeah, you're right. This is probably that'll probably be better on top. This on top, maybe. We'll see. Okay, let me see. This isn't drying out right now. This is like your Crayola green. So let me find some brushes. While I do that, I'm gonna put the blurring balm powder in your universal on my lids. I didn't do this, but if you have oily lids, take the oils off and then put the blurring balm powder down. That's the best way I can explain to do that. Honestly, I like green on my lids. Anyway, I just don't do it often. So we're gonna be cute and play. I'm gonna slap this green on. Okay, I'm gonna take this matte green. I think who is this by? This is by I totally forgot the name of it. Hold on, it's gonna come to me. I'm probably gonna yell it out too. Terrible. Ah, Jesus, what is the name of this again? It's the one that I was telling you guys about. Oh, Give Me Glow. That's who it's by. Give Me Glow. And this is, what color is this? Color green. This is Cocktails, is what it's called. Hockey Tails. Okay. Who knows why I said it like that? But anyway, I'm going to put that all over. I'm using a blending brush to sweep this color all over. And again, I cannot see. I'm also blending the edges as well. It's gonna look crazy right now. Just give it a minute. Trust the process. You feel me? Okay, cool. So it's like a greenish black color, if that makes any sense. And Britt beat me to it. Give me glow. Yes. Okay, wait, y'all saying a lot. Hold on. Make sure you remember to coordinate with earrings. What do you mean? For the makeup show? Like what I'm wearing? I don't be forgetting what I be looking like. I just want to make sure I have enough time to lay some makeup down, look like somebody when you know, when I teach. I'm going to look at what I'm going to be wearing tonight for the makeup show. I want something that fits the season of what I'm in right now. So, something really classy, cute, and fashionable. But I don't look like a little girl. If you know, you know. So yeah, you guys, I'm just sweeping a wash of that color. I'm not really trying to bring out too much pigment from it. I mean, the pigment is there, let's be honest, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm just sweeping the color up into the brow area, making it real sultry, clearly. Mm, there you go. Like, what is happening underneath here? Okay, I'm just checking for balance. What are we doing down here? That's fine. I'm going to be tracing it down there anyway. Okay, so then, oh no, Groundswork and Blooming Romance palette. I'm going to snatch this red brown to transition the green from my brow bone area. That's where I'm gonna put that brown. See the brown of your eyes coming through already. Yes, I know. It's very typical. Color theory. I'm just doing a soft wash of that brown just to help for a better transition. And then, okay, I'll go back to groundwork in just a second. I'm going to grab, where is it? Flames Crazy for You. I'm going to put that here. I'm going to put it on my hand and then I'm going to transfer it onto my eye. Taking you in the shower. Take me in the shower, girl. Take me in the shower. Okay, now I'm going to plop that in the center. Well, no, I'll put this all over my lid. Let's talk about that because look how pretty this color is. Like, are you kidding? Y'all, baby, listen. Look at that. Who told you to be like this? Who told you to be? Who told you? Who told you to be like that? Okay? Who told you to look like that? Because what? The learning never stops, right? all over the lid. I'm kind of going over, not kind of, but I'm going over a little bit past my natural crease. Yeah, you see those like floating particles? That's why I'm trying to bring it above the natural crease so it looks more seamless. You guys can see what I'm Yeah. Look, see how it has like those natural, those little particles from that color coming up into above the natural crease? That is what I'm talking about. Nah, those shadows are brighter than my future, right? Because what? Come on, twin flames. Let me make sure I'm closing this nice and tight. That's really pretty. Okay, cute. All right, so what do we do? Brush right here. Okay. All right. So we're knocking off any fallouts that might have happened. I'm using that same green, just keeping in mind, 'cause I'm not going to show you. I'm going to lift it up. Same green with a little bit of black. And I'm running that softly underneath my eye. Adding a tad bit more on the green side. A lot in the front, but that's okay. We're going to blend her out anyway. And at the edge, at the top, to give the illusion of an extension of the eye. And coming up a bit on the outer edge to add some dimension there. Not the brush I would like to use. I would have used something a little bit more fluffier, but we'll get there in a second. Loving the smoky eyes so far. Thank you, girl. Other eye. So nothing on the brush, on this white brush. I'm just blending And pushing that black and green into the outer edge to give me more blend and of course a little bit more dimension. Might add a little bit more, who knows? I'll see what I'm feeling a little bit. And underneath here, I'm just using the top of my bristles to softly blend down here. You see? Oh, I don't think I'm going to bring the black on the lid this time because I really want the eyes to really stand out. But what I am going to do is throw in some of the dimension that the green and black that I put down here. I'm going to put out the outer edge. Not a whole lot because, like I said, I do want that green that's on the lid to really be the focal point. I do want a tiny bit more dimension. You see the difference between this side and this side? So, yeah. My daughter better not be getting sick. That's all I gotta say. And so, if you know anything about color theory, you want your makeup look to further stand out than what you're looking at, then I'm gonna pair it with a red blush, like a nice red blush. Listen. You just wait. You just wait. I was using that to as my eraser. Let's take another brush. Nothing on the brush, just blending out the edge. Blending out the edge. Pretty, pretty. My bad. I was familiar with your game and I still wasn't expecting to love it this much. You're killing it. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you, Peach. I appreciate you, Mama. Okay, so I'm going to slap on some brows, fill in my brows by using the groundwork palette. As you know, I'm using the pomades, the browns, and then I'm gonna keep it light. So do the browns. Mommy says, so funny. I was just looking back at pictures of you and Dennis Myrick hugging her words to you, how she saw them able to be on the stage full circle, have what full circle. Here you are about to walk in that word. Period. I know. And I literally, like, so backstory. I literally told her, like, because she knew my name. And I'm like, what? And so, because when you go see her in line, you tell her your name when you walk up to her and meet her, and she said my name before I said anything, and I was just like, you know who I am? What are you talking? She was like, yeah, I know who you are. She was like, you're an angel. I know who you are. Like, I watch your content and everything. I was like, oh, wow. It's true. She'd be up on her phone scrolling, scrolling her life away. I'm telling you, she does. Especially when she got the free time. So, yeah. Yeah, she was definitely speaking life um, during during the time that I saw her. She was speaking all the life into me, and now look. So, yeah. And this week is her, her birthday week. So if she's spending it in Houston, I would love to know what they're actually going to be doing, like the team is going to be doing, um, for her birthday. Danessa, she's very spontaneous as far as like her personality. So sometimes she does things at the drop of the hat. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Sundays where I'm going to be showcasing my class. I won't be there Saturday because I'll be in New York. But uh yeah, I come back Sunday morning. But it will be fun. I'm gonna use blackout. Mascara in the room. I don't feel like getting up because of the time. All right, so I'm just brushing in my brows. I didn't do too much in the front because I want it to be very airy as far as like where the look is going. Danissa, Peach says Danissa saw the Vision Immaculate. Danissa is the sweetest. Listening chronically online divas make moves. Period. But yeah, when I was in Miami, they were doing a show. They were doing not a show. I'm sorry. They were doing like an event, and they wanted me to go and help do the event, but I couldn't because I was flying back to Houston that day. No, the next day, and I wouldn't. It was the time was conflicting, so I was just like, I so wanted to do that so bad, but I couldn't. Okay, what am I doing? I'm going to use. I think I did her the last time, but that's okay. I'm going to use the Blurring Balm Powdered Flesh in Red Velvet. So it's the red. It's really pretty. It's like red, red. Really, really pretty. And then I'm using that in the front. And then I'm going to use Dancing Clean. I use Dancing Clean quite a bit. So I'm going to use Dancing Clean in towards the back. Briss leaving the Big Apple to go take a bite of a Big Apple. Sorry, I'm trying to hype you up. So sorry. It just lands weird. No, it doesn't land weird. It doesn't land weird. I typically would do the back first, but since the color is going to be a little bit darker, I mean, it really doesn't matter because it's pigmented either way. But we're going to do the front color first. So this is Red Velvet. And, you guys do a color theory. If you want to utilize color theory, use it this way as far as like the colors on the eyes, with the blush, with the lip. Yes, Lord. Use it that way. And I am lagging. I know, lagging terribly. Terribly. Now I'm frozen, I think. Ooh, lagging very bad. Y'all, hold on. Let me turn this camera off and turn it back on again. Give me just a second. Okay, hopefully that's better. Flagging a little bit, but it looks better now. Okay, so now using Dancing Queen, we are almost done. Dancing Queen is going towards the back, overlapping a little bit from Red Velvet, so it doesn't leave a demarcation line, coming a bit up on the eye. And then into, what would you call this? The hairline on the side, the temple area. Pretty. Hmm. So pretty, love. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Noe. So overlapping red velvet, like I was saying, and then bring it up by the temple area and like in the corner of the eye a little bit. And then I'm probably gonna put red velvet on my lips. We'll see. We shall see. Or a nude. I want to use one of the YSL nudes. See, let's go grab it. That would be really, really pretty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab the YSL nudes that I got. Which one would be cute? Okay, y'all, give me just a second. I'm gonna grab it really quick. Oh, please. Ooh, okay. Back like I never left. Flawless, iconic, beautiful, pretty, hot, immaculate. There's simply not enough words in the English language to describe how good this is. Oh, thank you so much, Peach. Okay, before I finish the rest of the eyes, this is, ooh, I can't see. This is number one. Who knows what that is? Number one from the lipstick from YSL. This is one color. See, this would be pretty. You see how it complements the cheeks? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we might do that one. And with a brown liner. And then there's this one. This one, let's compare it side by side. How about that? Let's compare side by side. Hmm. I mean, I'm a good mixer. I don't know. I think this one looks better for the look. Okay, I'm gonna finish the eyes since I got the palette. I mean the bag, the YSL bag or whatever. So I'm going to use the Vines Liberated Waterproof Eye Pencil, and yeah, throw that in my waterline. I love how smooth this pencil is. Like, are you kidding me? No effort, and I'm like literally gliding that pencil on. It's so good. I'm putting in my tight line too. Holding my breath because that just tickled. Okay. See, he says, see how Brit makes me instantly forget everything I know about products I've already tried because I could never be as eloquent as her. Very demure, very mindful of her. Period. But yes, you can. Yes, you can. What was I doing? Oh, I'm gonna use. What are we using? Espresso on the lips from NYX. And don't I want to use something darker? I'm probably gonna use something darker. So, well, you're gonna roll. Yeah, use something darker. Oh, I, Peach, I knew you meant. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit darker. The rest of what I have left of this NYX pencil. Okay, then I'm just gonna blend out that lip line a little bit. It's lagging, pissing me off. I can see it from afar. Yeah, they do. They make really great pencils. Cat Peach. I mean, do I want to put this on directly or what are we doing? Yeah, we'll put this on directly. And then I'll use the brush if needed. This one is in five, number five, I guess. Lipstick. It's like a creamy lipstick. It feels really good. The camera can help the level of flawless. That's funny. I would like to think that, but I need you to work when you're supposed to. You feel me? We are almost done. And then I'm gonna use Color Fix glaze. I'm going to use the clear because I don't want to take away from the color I have on my lips already. So once I find it, I can let you know. Put it on my face, on my lips. And we're gonna have to go to pink ice. Maybe I'm trying to. Where is the clear? Where art thou? This one. Ah, it's hiding. Okay. Right. I don't understand the lagging. I don't know. It never lagged before, so I'm really sorry, you guys, but I'm trying. If you never tried clear glaze from Dennis Amarix, it's one of my favorite glosses, clear glosses to use. You can use this anywhere though. You can use it on the lips, you can use it on the eyes. But what I love about it, it doesn't change the color that or blend the colors that you have laid down. It's a veil over the color. Does that make sense? It's so pretty. Mm-mm. It's so good and it's so pretty on the lips. Like, are you kidding me? Look at my lips. Mm, mm. All right, so my mom told me to do something with the the mascara, the YSL waterproof, and then the regular Lash Clash mascara. She told me that what she's been doing is using this as like the primer or the base, and then following up with the waterproof. So I'm gonna do that. Before I do that, let me shut the camera off and shut it back on again. Oh my God. How many times are we going to do this? My goodness. Okay. Hopefully you heard what I said the last time, but I'm using the Lash Clash YSL mascara. This is brown. Shut up. This is brown, y'all. I never opened this. I don't think. What? Shut up. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna use it and put the waterproof over it. So we're gonna treat her like a primer. It is brown. Oh my God, that is so pretty. Um, Peach says, I think it works better on the lips. I don't know how this would do on a lot of eye shapes personally. I've never thought to use it on the cheeks. I've never used it on the cheeks. Um, if you're using something like that on the cheeks, I would use what's it called? I'm about to pull it out and I'll show you. But I wouldn't use it on the cheeks. I mean, you could if you're doing some type of editorial look. Using it on the eyes, though, on the eyelids, it's not something I would use to wear all day, every day. It's more like I'm just taking pictures and then I'm taking it off. But it does have, like, if you're doing a glossy lid, it has more longevity that it doesn't. I've used glosses in the past to create that glossy lid, and all it would seep into the eyelid and it wouldn't stay. Does that make sense? It wouldn't stay glossy. So I would use the clear glaze instead, but I don't use it to, like we're not going out with this. You feel me? We're not going out with a glossy lid because no. It's more editorial, that type of thing. Yeah, this thing is brown brown. What? She probably did, and I just wasn't paying attention. Not you being petty, mommy. Yes, I did. God, thanks for remembering. All right, so I'm using the waterproof mascara, and then I forgot highlight, so I'm gonna use highlight. But before I tell you, the wet balm, if you're looking for something like glossy like that, I would use the Dew Wet Balm on the cheeks instead of the clear glaze. That's my recommendation. Okay, Mom, hold on, because I think you're onto something with these lashes. With using the regular lash clash and then the waterproof one on top of her. What? Like what? That's like look how lifted my lash is. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? This combo is cute. Mm. This is too good. Oh, the brown. Oh, yeah, that's right. You did say the brown is the volumizing formula. Okay. When you try so hard not to do it, so you get it on your face anyway. Let that dry a little bit, some more. I'll take it off. I'm gonna go in with a second coat on top, just to see, just to play, see what it's giving. I love it so far. If you know my mom knows my lashes, they grow with a slight, ever so slight curve. So it's more straight than a curve, to be honest with you. And so any mascara that's volumizing and it lifts as well is a 10 out of 10 for me because I can see my lashes. You feel me? I can see it up and out. And then give me a formula that's not gonna burn. Like I feel like my eyes are burning. Okay, this is not it. I love that it doesn't do that. I had mascara back in the day that used to just burn my lashes. I mean, burn my eyes. Like the formula was too strong or something. I don't know. And but I love how volumizing it was. I think it was like I don't know if you guys remember or ever heard of the Maybelline Stiletto lashes. I mean mascara. Yeah, that formula used to burn my eyes, but I didn't care. I would try to wear it anyway because I love how my eyes would look so voluminous. Baby, listen. But the burning, woo, the burning was ungodly. Okay. Took that off. Okay, now some highlight. Um, Peach says I could sit here and explain why the comma works like that, but no one wants a science lesson this late at night. No, baby, we don't. I promise you. Okay, so I love to give dimension with highlight too. I'm probably gonna do this one in the front and then this one towards the back. Cappuccino is over here, and then sweet saffron. Mhm. Loving. Where's that brush? So I'm putting cappuccino in the front area, you know. Ooh, cappuccino brings a punch. You know, blend her out in just a moment, cause that cappuccino was cappuccinoing. Okay, cappuccino in the front, and cappuccino up here too. Whatever's left on my brush, I'm not putting adding anything extra to be honest with you. And then I'm putting sweet saffron. I literally did one tap of cappuccino. Then that's all. I'm overlapping sweet saffron and cappuccino. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, that's so pretty. Yeah, you guys, I hope I give myself enough time to do my face like this. Like I do on the live for this the makeup show. Cause oof, listen, give me time to put my makeup on, baby. I it never disappoints. Never. Okay. I'm going to use nothing on the brush. I'm just gonna, I don't know if you can see that clearly, that demarcation line is really bothering me. So I'm going to blend that out a little to soften that line of demarcation up. And around the cheek area a little bit. Okay, now all I'm doing is just checking to see if I want to add or, you know, refine before I do my final spray. That's basically what I'm doing. Just checking to see if I want to refine anything, you know. Okay. Peach says she loves these highlighter palettes. Yes, you will have these highlighter palettes for life. Let me just tell you that right now. You have roughly half the amount of time of this live to teach, but take your time getting ready in the morning before the show. I will be flying back in the morning, Sunday morning. So when I get home, thankfully I don't have to pack anything as far as like to go to the makeup show because I'm using what they have that they're gonna bring stuff for me. So thank God. So all I have to do is just bring my body. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm just double checking with the model, make sure she's good. Um, this week I'm gonna, touch base with her and, just to keep her on, just make sure she's good, she's not falling short or whatever of information. And then, um, bro, this is not coming off my hand. Okay. Okay, color fix. We'll deal with you later. So at the end, I am going to make sure there isn't makeup on my hairline. Pretty sure there is. Yes, tiny bit. And this is pretty much it. I hope you guys really like the look. If you know me, you know I love a cohesive look. It's giving brown with color. So pretty. So pretty. All right, so we're gonna do it up for the one, two with a one spray. And then at the end, I'm going to push in the spray using the brush. Okay, so doing the final spray. Mind you, I didn't put any color powders down. I didn't do any matte color powders this time. It was just the Evolution powder, the original. No, just the one, number one. And it doesn't take away the dullness in the skin, which I love. Okay, which I love. So it just mattifies it, but keeps it skin like. As you can see, my skin is still skinny. Period. So we're gonna go ahead and spray her down, and let me know what you guys are liking, etc. Remember, when you're spraying the face, you want to pick your head, tilt your head up so it can get the spray. Okay, then I'm gonna wait a little bit, and I'm gonna take the brush and then just push it in. It doesn't disrupt the makeup. So if you're like, I'm not doing that because I don't want my makeup to move, your makeup will not move. Especially the products that I lay down, it's not gonna move. I promise you that. I promise. I promise you, it won't move. Yeah, that is so pretty. No, this mascara, hmm, that combo is everything. I'm gonna do that from now on. Yes. Oh, cute, cute, cute. A little wetness on my forehead. Hold on. And I just love like the spray doesn't take away from the glow in the skin. It gives a natural radiant finish. Not radiant, I like natural matte finish. Like, hmm, hmm. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Peach says, I love everything, period. Mommy says, love the entire look. Yes, I love that. Thank you, guys. All right, so my model for you. Back up a little bit. That's me scooting in. Okay. All right. So this is the look. Cute, cute. Hope you guys love. Really pretty. The green. Majority of my face is Vanessa Myrick's. And if you never used her products, I mean, you are so sleep. So please, please, if you need recommendations, I got you. I can feel my throat now. Good Lord. So if you need product recommendations from her line and all that, I got you. Just let me know and I can put you in the right direction. And yeah, you guys, I hope you love it. This look is cute with the glaze on top. Really pretty. Gorgeous. Thank you, Elisa. Elisa, who is that? Alicia. Thank you, girl. All right, you guys. So if you don't have any questions, I shall let you go. So I'll wait a little bit, a couple seconds, and then I'll let you go. Peach says, under a rock if you don't have at least one product from Janessa. I'm telling you, like it works for everybody. It is really inclusive. Even if she feels like it's not, she adds on quickly. She listens and she adds on to what we need and what we want. So yeah, if you don't have her products, at least one, what are you doing? Please test it out, try it out. You'll love it as much as I love it. It's the majority of my kit, to be honest with you. Is in some products. I mean, I have other products, but I always gravitate using her stuff in my kit. So, but yeah, you guys, I hope you love. Oh, one more thing. Almost forgot. Look, I got my whole kit. Hold on a second. Before we log out, creme brulee. I can't forget about creme brulee. Creme brulee is too cute. Okay, creme brulee is too cute. Creme brulee, listen, creme brulee from the Burning Bomb powder flushed. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh no, we gonna creme brulee her real quick. And yes, you can use it right on top. It's not gonna do anything. Um, if you've never used creme brulee, my son literally put me on, so I'm gonna pop in creme brulee right up in here. I'm gonna hug the cheek with creme brulee. Like, do you see? You didn't think you need any more, but look, look at the difference. It's so pretty. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Creme brulee, her. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Like, are you kidding me? I recommend starting at the Yummy Skin Balm products or Vision Cream line for those wondering where to start. Yes, I agree too because it's that line, the Yummy Skin line is the most user friendly in my opinion. Um, as a consumer, I can't tell you where to start as a from a makeup artist point of view, but as a consumer point of view, I feel like the Yummy Skin line is the most user friendly of all of her products that she has. So start there. I totally agree. It has skincare benefits, so your skin will benefit from it, and just the way that it's designed, it's easy to use, etc. Hmm. Just a touch of that creme brulee is everything. Everything. Okay, I'm done for real now. Cute, 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 cute. All right, I was what? Peach says I was also gonna say that they're cheaper to get compared to something like a groundwork or a chrome flake. Yes, it is. It's very. I feel yeah, you're right. It's more cost effective, and you can build your whole kit from the Yummy line. So, for example, my work everyday makeup, as you can see all that bronzy brown color? That's from the Yummy Skin line. All of that is from the Yummy Skin line. So, um, yeah, literally, you can create a whole everyday makeup routine from just the Yummy Skin line, from the skincare products that they have to the actual makeup. You could definitely do. Yeah. All right, you guys. I shall let you go because it's getting pretty late. It's already 10:45 on my end, east side. I'm so sorry. It's 11:45 for you. But I shall let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in and having fun with us on the Makeup Lounge Live. On to the next Saturday. It won't be next Saturday, by the way, because I will be in New York already for the funeral. So it will be the following Saturday. So I shall see you guys towards the end of September, if not October. Let me double check the date real quick. I'll keep you posted. Yeah, so not the 20th, but we'll join in on the live on September 27th. So I'll see you then. Also Wednesday, I will double check. I'll let you guys know about the podcast if I'm gonna be on live or if it's going to be pre-recorded. I'm probably gonna have my head in um studying and researching more about the products to get me fully prepared for Sunday. So, but so far I feel good about where I'm at. But anyway, so I'm gonna stop yapping. All right, you guys, have a great night. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Bye.